Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. I'm just going to call it Smoke Signals just because that's the first title I could think of. Yeah, I actually was just going to do just a stream where we can just bullshit, and I was going to read a couple stories. Nothing, just random. Just random stories, really. Nothing with any particular political bend or anything like that. Just stories that actually I can read. So I'm going to be working on reading properly, just because I don't know how to read good. I'm not a fan of reading out loud, and I'm just one of those people. And so yeah, I figured I'd take a opportunity to do a stream and kind of work on reading out loud. This is going to be an open stream, so I it's not that I can't. It's that I don't. There's a difference. I can read. I just can't really do all that well. It's never been my strong suit. Well, yeah, have a good day at work. Let's see here. Yeah, this is going to be open, so I am going to mess up and put the wrong link in the box, and so I'm going to do this again. Control C, Control V, and done. There we go. But hey, Dale. So yeah, if you wanted to jump in, go ahead and jump in. If not, yeah. No harm, no foul. All right. So, I am going to start with the story that I was going to cover a bit ago. Let's see here. Well, I do some shilling at the time. So I guess we'll see where the put these in people's chats. I'm going to be just going to be doing, like I said, a couple stories, just nothing major. Just working on my linguistics, because you know, that's what one does. But then I'm also shilling and trying to find where in people's discords the shilling sections are. Let's see here. Got that one. Your boy Pat's, Ryan's, this is going to be pretty quick. Everyone's there we go. Okay. And yeah, welcome Dale. Oh, I already said hi to Dale Hayes. Hey, Mr. Tax, and hey, Cynic. Let's see here. I did get a chance to play What the Dub last night. I had the boys and the wife playing, And it is essentially... I'm going to beat that dog. It is essentially a Jackbox game. All right. Okay, I am going to... One moment. And that's why I like cats more than dogs. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing really to the game. It's just pretty much, and it's cut and dry. They play a clip, they cut out some of the audio, and then you fill it with your own audio. So, there's nothing really like... I don't know. It's... I'd say it's kind of like Quiplash without the... without the added bonus points. Yeah, there's only one game to it. It's... yeah, it's just however many rounds you want to set. And there are options you can set around it, so you can change kind of how long you want the game to be. Timing, for people who are on phones versus on computers. There's an audience. You're gonna be the death of me. One moment. There we go. Hey, Becca. It is pretty fun. I mean, I thought it would be... I thought there would be a bit more to it, but there's definitely not. But yeah, it's pretty cut and dry, and it can get to some dark places. There are a few jokes that I really wish I could have thrown in there, but I was playing with the kids, so I can definitely see it would definitely be a fun game when you're around the right people. My wife's sense of humor is pretty tame, so a few of the jokes may get spicy, but yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. I really kind of hope they, at least, if they're going to do sequels, find a way to either make it better or just have... Quiplash going from 1 to 2 wasn't bad. I don't mind a couple of the final Quiplash rounds, but... like the final round for Quiplash 3 is kind of garbage. Let's see here. Mama was dead like a box of chocolates. Yeah, that line is, that's always going to be there in the head. So, yeah, it's, let's give it a shot. All right, so we'll go with the first story here. Bring on the screen. That was the wrong button. I was kind of looking forward to the show. I'm not exactly sure what they're thinking about doing with it, but let's see. Gaspard Ullian, French actor and Moon Knight star, dies at 37 after a skiing accident. The actor was skiing in the Savoie, I guess, region when he collided with another skier at an intersection between two slopes and suffered a serious brain trauma. Would it be a serious brain trauma or just suffered serious brain trauma? I guess there's there's medical reasons behind that. And this was from January 19th, so this is a while ago. Yeah, that one's known as Party Boy 7. Let's see, French fucking hell. I said I just can't win on this one. God damn it. French actor Gaspard Ullian. I was trying to mix actor and Gaspard, so it's kind of French actor. Anyway, Gaspard Ulliel, who stars in Marvel's upcoming Moon Knight series, has died following a ski accident on the Alps on Wednesday, according to the news agency AFP. He was 37. The Caesar-winning actor, one for being stabbed by his friend. Let's see. Caesar-winning actor was skiing in the Savoie region when he collided with another skier at the... Okay, you just said that already. That's in the headline. You don't need to put that on there. He was transported by helicopter to a hospital in Grenoble. They must have really collided if he... I can read good. Yeah, they must have really collided if it caused that kind of injury. Because I've crashed into people on my skis, like not bad. Like I dislocated my knee once, but I didn't really like smash into anyone. We kind of just crossed our skis together. And of course, I was going down the mogul area, so like whenever I was sliding, I would hit a mogul and just like leave the ground and then just slam into the ground every time. So it was kind of painful. Let's see here. Ulliel is one of France's best-known actors and worked with critically acclaimed filmmakers in France and abroad. He delivered a powerful performance as famous French fashion designer Yves Saint Laurent and Bertrand Bonello's Saint Laurent, I guess, which competed at Cannes. Ulliel, who was highly selective about the roles he chose, also starred in Xavier Dolan's It's Only the End of the World, along with Marion Cotillard. Leah Seydoux, Vincent Cassel, and Jean-Pierre Jeunet, A Very Long Engagement, as well as Bertrand. Oh, God, there's a lot of French people here. Hey, Gabby. Yes, the hottie from Hannibal. Yeah, got a little careless with his skiing. At least he didn't pull a Sonny Bono, but yeah, he might as well have. Let's see here. French word. A Very Long Engagement, as well as French guy. The Princess de Montpensier. All three films also competed at Cannes. Underscoring his international profile, Ulliel was cast as Midnight Man in Marvel's highly anticipated Moon Knight. Let's see. Gaspard belonged to the new generation of actors who are making tomorrow's French cinema. He knew how to select his roles and shaped his career, which filled every promise. And theory, Fremau. Well, Fremau would be German. Fremau. The director of the Cannes Film Festival. Each appearance on the red carpet, from French words to It's Only the End of the World, illustrated his presence, both discreet and full of kindness. He was equally brilliant and talented. He gave a lot, and we'll always remember him, Fremau added. The young actor, who was known to be elegant and discreet, yet friendly. Wasn't that just up there? Okay, whatever. Won a flurry of laurels through his career, including 2 Caesar Awards in 2005 with A Very Long Engagement, and 2017 with It's Only the End of the World. Ulliel was also a sought-after model. He was the face of Chanel fragrance, French words, and starred in a commercial directed by Martin Scorsese for the brand. How much money do you have to throw away when I'm going to have a 30-second clip directed by Martin Scorsese? Variety has reached out to his talent agent for a comment. Ulliel is survived by his 6-year-old son, Orso, and his girlfriend, Gailey Petrie. That's disappointing, though. That you don't want to. That's lame. Like that's especially when you got a family. Like that's sad. I haven't watched a lot of his stuff. I wonder if there's anything else that I've possibly seen him in. I did watch part of Hannibal, so I do remember him from that. Gaspard. Let's see here. I wonder how if they're gonna recast, or if that's gonna be, they're gonna have to, unless there's more than 6 episodes. Because there's 6 episodes, so I'm wondering if that's just what they're gonna go with, or butchering is putting it kindly. I believe it is giving it the Jodie Foster treatment. And for those of you who know that reference, thank you. Let's see. Coma. Igor. Igor? Was that a... Oh no, Sybil. He played Igor in the movie Sybil. Gotcha. Another French movie. Let's see. One Nation, One King. 9 Fingers. Saint Laurent. Saint Laurent. Commercial. A short. Might as well be commercial. Yeah, other than that, it must just have been French stuff. Brotherhood of the Wolf. I think I saw that. Yes, I have seen that. I barely remember it. But it's got Mark Dacascos. That guy. This guy. He's one of those faces. You've seen him. You probably don't remember his name. But I just remember him from Iron Chef. When the couple of episodes that I watched. Let's see here. And it's French. They don't care. All right. And while I am stalling to see if... I did invite Jack Cochran to come on the show. Just to see if... because there's another story on here that I could use his comic book knowledge on there. So I'll go with a cute story, kind of. Where did I put it? Okay. Animal shelter surprised after 57 cute Labrador puppies arrived in just 1 week. It is adorable, but that is also horrifying because that's a lot of animals to take in. 57 Labradors welcomed by Many Tears Animal Rescue in Wales were initially bred to become working service animals and seeking illegal drugs and explosives. 60 Labradors who were destined to be working service dogs but are now looking for new homes. Are these footnotes or is this the article? Come on. Animal Rescue Center is seeking busy homes for 57 energetic Labrador puppies in just 1 week. The pups arrived all at once at Many Tears Animal Rescue in Wales after being destined to become working service animals seeking illegal drugs and explosives. But apparently, they outlived their usefulness, so they're being retired. The busy, happy, friendly dogs now need homes, and the rescue center is seeking owners who can help with energetic pooches. Wales Online reports. Many Tears owner Sylvia Van Atta said they all came from somebody with a contract to look after the dogs. They all came from somebody with a contract to look after the dogs. What the fuck? Okay, let's try this again. Many Tears owner Sylvia Van Atta said, and I quote, they all came from somebody with a contract to look after dogs going to be trained as bomb or drug dogs. But they have decided not to continue with that. Many Tears said the labs are busy, happy, and friendly dogs. Then there are images. Up here, look at the cute ones. And there's the rare one. Let's see, there are a lot of young dogs, and they are and they all need worming, but they are well socialized. They have been bred for working and prepared to be service dogs. They are busy, happy, friendly dogs that need and any home needs a busy family. Any home needs to be a busy family. They are dogs that want to be doing something. No shit. They're labs. No one just wants to... I mean, typically, and this is with most dogs, if they're, well trained, and then they go to a house that's just, filled with nothing, they're going to tear that place apart. Let's see. They are bred for brains, and they are very agile. They're okay to be pets, but they need someone who will throw balls and stimulate them. Don't look at chat. The shelter is looking to place the dogs in busy homes. They are not dogs who will be happy just sitting by the fire all the time. All the dogs need to be vaccinated, wormed, spayed, and neutered if they're old enough. Many Tears is also inviting people to contribute time towards the cost of their care. Anyone wanting to meet the labs would be able to around weekdays and midday from 11 a.m. to weekends, blah, 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 blah. All right, this caught my interest. From the Mirror. I sleep naked with my dog. My girlfriend says it's weird and wants to break up. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put this poll in chat while I'm reading this story. There we go. Put that in the chat for you guys for now. Let's see. Let's see. A man revealed his girlfriend is, quote-unquote, upset that he sleeps naked in bed with his dog. Sharing his confusion on Reddit, which was your first mistake, the 24-year-old explained how he invites his dog into his bed at night regardless of whether he is clothed. But his 23-year-old girlfriend has been upset by this realization, claiming normal people don't do this. He said, "We have known each other for about a year because of adjacent friend groups, and have been dating for close to 3 of those months. We're at a point in our relationship where she's starting to spend the night. I also got a 3-year-old Samoyed named Sheldon living with me." I'm going to have to take a picture. I think I know what kind of dog that is. "He's just about my favorite person in the world. He's not a person, he's a dog." I'm going to take a look here. Samoyed. Oh, I think that's the big poofy dog. Yes, that is one of these. A friend of mine from high school has one of those. Oh, that is... There we are. I don't know if that's the guy, but that might be the guy. His girlfriend hates how he sleeps naked in the bathroom. Image. No, just an image. He's got his own bed, but sometimes decides that he wants to sleep with me, and I let him. The issue for my girlfriend is that I sleep naked. I always have. When she found out that I let my dog sleep in my bed while I'm naked, she was upset and told me that it was weird. I asked why, and she said it's just normal people don't do that. Finding his girlfriend's reaction hilarious, the man asked her exactly what was wrong with him sharing a bed with his dog while sleeping naked. She was still upset, insisting again that normal people don't do that. Joking around, the man said that he pretended to flirt with Sheldon, and while cuddling the dog, he said it's okay, she doesn't understand our love. Oh my God. How she lasted 3 months, I will never know. Yeah, I don't care. Let's see here. He would pick his dog over his girlfriend. Good for him. Anyway, the man added this annoyed her even more, and eventually she asked if I loved her more or the dog. Easy answer, Sheldon. Yeah, easy answer, Sheldon. She stormed out of the apartment. I think we're breaking up, but honestly, I don't feel too bad about it. Well, clearly not. Let's see here. When I was telling my friends about this, they did say it was a little weird that I let Sheldon into the bed knowing I sleep naked. It got me thinking. While most users questioned why his girlfriend was sexualizing a dog, others admitted sleeping and showering in the company of their pets. One owner said, when I first rescued my cat, he was perfectly content when I was at work, but if I was home, he wanted to be beside me or would get very upset. He would sit on the edge of the tub while I showered. I wondered what this guy's girlfriend would say about that. While another user said, I am a naked person laying in my bed with 2 dogs and 1 naked husband. There are people are weird if they think it's inappropriate. It's just dogs. A third added, I sleep naked with mine, especially when it's warm outside, or both our dogs and cats curl up with us. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Looks like it's 50-50 with 4 votes. See, and I think that's where the thing is, Mr. Dax. It sounds like, they make it sound like, are you okay, pup? Are you gonna take a deep breath? Go lay down. Go. Yeah, you heard a door slam. Shut up. No, if you're sleeping with the dog rather than sleeping with the dog, it's a whole... That's weird. Like, I don't like sleeping naked anyway. So, I don't. But... crazy me, right? All right, here. Let's see here. Oh, here's another weird dog story. My sister stole my dog and dyed its fur a different color to cover up her lies. Okay. Your sister's a bitch. Let's see here. A dedicated dog owner was left devastated after her beloved dog Zeus went missing while her sister was taking care of him. At the time, her sister claimed the sweet-natured Malamute had run out of her front door after her husband went out to fetch the mail, and they'd been unable to find him. However, it emerged that there was more to the story than met the eye. Her 28-year-old sister, who was a mother of two, had admired beautiful Zeus, who was said to be well-behaved, fluffy, and the sweetest boy ever, even when making jokes about kidnapping him for herself. Little did she know that there was actually truth about her jests. No, that's not a Malamute. She's got the Rhodesian Ridgeback. Let's see here. Taking to Reddit. I'm seeing a trend here. It's always Reddit. Might as well be 4chan. Taking to Reddit, the animal lover recalled those painful weeks where she had no idea where her dog was, or even whether or not he was okay. She wrote, I was devastated. This hurt me. I live alone, and my only company was my dog. Hence why I would leave him at my sister's to watch him in case work made me put in more hours. I put up posters, and those 3 weeks were the hardest. I couldn't eat or sleep properly because I just missed my good boy. However, 3 weeks after Zeus's disappearance, around 1 p.m., the woman who goes by the username You Soggy Dog Waity, Reddit word, received a phone call from an elderly lady who claimed to have seen a couple taking their dog matching his description to their home. The woman said she had seen the family out with the Malamute for a few weeks at that point, which struck her as odd. She continued, I asked them to describe her house, and she gladly did, having been neighbors with them. It was my sister's house, and I went ballistic on her for this. I was infuriated that she had done this to me, her own sister. What made it worse is that when I got my dog back, his fur was dyed. This added more. I shouldn't be laughing at that. That's hilarious. This added more to my rage, and things escalated quickly. After having it out with my sister, the woman left with Zeus in tow. However, in a strange twist, her entire family believed she's the one at fault. Her sister also managed to convince her children that their aunt is the bad guy for taking their dog away. She said, all this is starting to get to me, and I think I reacted badly and could have dealt with it in a more civilized manner. I tried to apologize, but she won't take it unless I give Zeus I give Zeus back. Oh my god. That bitch is crazy. Hey, Eddie. Let's see here. So I think I'm going to call it there. We'll end it. Democracy in action. It's a 50-50 vote. I think as long as, like Mr. Dex says, as long as you're not cuddling, like, with the dog, I can see where it's not as weird. But, like, if the dog is on top of you, like, no. Just keep that shit over there. But how bad does it have to be that you have to, like, steal your sister's dog? Like, good Lord. That's hilarious. Ah. Ha 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 ha. I found another one. God, the mirror is just full of them. Are these stock photos, like, real, or do they just use these stock photos? Like, they pay for them? This is... Okay. My sister thinks it's weird, thinks it's disrespectful. My sister thinks I'm disrespectful because I named my dog Brad. Let's see. Hearing an owner shout. Hearing an owner shout. Hearing an owner shout a human name when calling their dog can be amusing. But not everyone enjoys meeting a dog named Paul or Sally, believing it to be rude for an owner to use human names on an animal. Why do you care? Let's see. A man has shared his bewilderment after his sister... And another thing for Reddit. There is a theme here. A man shared his bewilderment after his sister called him disrespectful for naming his dog Brad. Sharing his sibling squabble on Reddit. Why? The man explained how he always wanted to give his dog a human name, simply for his own enjoyment. He said, I always thought it's funny when dogs have human names. Much more amusing to me than giving them names like Spike or Jellybean. I've never had an issue with Brad's name being what it is until recently. My sister got a new boyfriend, and I'm sure you can see where this is going. Wanting to welcome his sister's new boyfriend into the family, the pair met up, and the pair went through... he met up with the pair when they were passing through his neighborhood. Everything was fine and good until he asked what the dog's name was. I laughed a little and said his name was also Brad, he said. He looked at me for a second and asked if I was joking or not. I told him no. His name is actually Brad. After that, his whole mood flipped, and of the remainder of the visit, he had just an uncomfortable vibe. A while after they left, my sister called me and started berating me for disrespecting her boyfriend. Honestly, this seems like such a Brad thing for him to do, and I don't think I did anything wrong here, but maybe I'm in the wrong. Questioning whether he should have lied about his dog's name to avoid hurting the other Brad's feelings, the man asked users what they would have done in the situation. One user said, "Good gosh, the dog came first. Human Brad needs to get over it." And I agree. Yeah, there's a joke there, but I'm not going to say it. Let's see here. In agreement, another human said, "Human Brad clearly saw he was the lesser Brad and couldn't handle it." While a third owner said, "If you're insulted that someone you don't know gave their dog the same name as you, a total stranger, then you have issues, my friend." Later updating his post, the man added, "My sister saw the post and so did Brad. They have been bickering and apparently split up. Brad number one didn't want any part of this nonsense." Responding to this, one user said, "I'm so glad they broke up." In the edit, a girl dodged a bullet. Yeah, yes, she did. Like, clearly, I would already know if my wife's dog's name was Johnny. Yeah, I'm looking at you, asshole. I would know I was the alpha Johnny. So, there we go. Yeah, there's probably a whole lot of everyone saying the same shit on this post. Don't you start. No back talking from you. Like, let's see here. I had a dog named Jessie when I was a kid. She was adorable. Let's see here. I think it's really the only normal named dog that I've had. The rest I've had were just cats. Yeah, not the Jack Murphy Alpha. Like, Jack Murphy Alpha is, letting him put things in your butt, and that's not the type of alpha relationship I have with this dog. I really need to see about getting sound clips of Jack Cochran saying alpha male, but that's a different story. Let's see here. That's why we call him the real Jack Murphy. That is real Jack Murphy. That's why there's real Jack Murphy and fake Jack Murphy. And real Jack Murphy is the only one really worth mentioning on there. Which makes me wonder how many times he's been approached about the... I'm going to go with what the Sinatra calls it, the Seminole Order. We'll call it that because it's funnier. All right, and we'll go from the calmer species. Well, between the hours of 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. calmer. Cat owners hit litter lawmakers with opinions on decline ban proposal. In Annapolis, Maryland. If Senator J.B. Jennings, all right, a Republican for Baltimore and Hartford, not Harvard, didn't already know how passionate cat lovers are, he's gotten a wake-up call. Jennings and other Maryland legislators are considered... Did I put the thing up here? Okay, I did. Are considering a ban to outlaw the declawing of cats, with some exceptions. Similar legislation was introduced in 2020, but due to coronavirus pandemic, was put on the back burner. This bill has brought a lot of emails, Jennings said. I've gotten both sides. The current bill, SB 67, HB 22, would outlaw the declawing of cats as early as October, unless for health purposes. The law would require the state's Board of Veterinary Medicine examiners to refuse, suspend, or revoke licenses of any veterinarian that declawed cats for non-medical reasons, as they If they do, they could be fined up to $5,000 for the first offense and $10,000 for the second. Anyone other than a veterinarian that declaws a cat would face a civil offense of fine of up to $1,000. Maryland is not the only state wrangling with cats. 14 other states are also considering a declawing ban. According to Alley Cat Allies, whatever. Bethesda-based nonprofit and advocates against declawing. New York banned the practice in 2019. Meanwhile, a number of U.S. jurisdictions, including Denver, St. Louis County, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Pittsburgh have made the process illegal. When weighing in on the Maryland bill, some cat owners want the option to declaw their animals. They say felines damage expensive furnishings by using them as scratching posts. Veterinarians also said that people want their cats declawed to avoid being scratched. To them, Bovington said, if you're so worried about a house, don't get a cat. Senator Cheryl Kagan, Montgomery, a Democrat from Montgomery, says she has gotten broad support for her bill despite numerous cat owners and some veterinarians who disapprove of the law. The people who love cats have been very outspoken, posting on Facebook. Okay, you forgot the and. Tweeting and posting on Facebook. Kagan said, people who love their cats want to make sure they're protected in law. She said the legislation is not attacking veterinarians who perform most of the procedures. Yeah, it is. It isn't intended to be punitive, said Kagan, who told fellow senators Wednesday, during Wednesday's Senate floor debate, that 20% to 25% of cats are declawed. Declawing a cat, veterinarians testified, is equivalent to removing a human's finger at its first knuckle. The consensus is in interviews with more than a dozen veterinarians is that the practice of declawing is fading because most veterinarians do not perform the operation. There are still some who do. Let's see here. Oh, that's hilarious, Terry. Yeah. I say I like my furnishings, and I like my cat, so fuck you, I'll take the claws if I need to. Let's see here. Where was I? Dr. Michael Herco of Falls Road Animal Hospital, which has a Baltimore address, said he continues to declaw cats, but it is not as simple as just bringing in an animal. There is a case-by-case basis, he said. They're getting screened, they're getting tested, Herco said. We discuss other options with the owners. It's not something that is recommended at this stage. Maurice McRae, an upholsterer who had been repairing furniture for more than 40 years at Maurice's House of Art in Baltimore, doesn't know a thing about the bill lawmakers are considering. Okay. But he does know one thing. Cats, Mr. McRae said, an upholsterer are an upholsterer. What? But he knows one thing. Cats, quote unquote, cats, McRae said, quote, an upholsterer's best friend. I should give them away for Christmas. Okay. Sure. Learn how to talk. They only like the titties. They're Gabby. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. I don't see it. I mean, I don't see the appeal, I guess I should say. She's kind of cute, but... Really? Are you going to just sit there and groan as a co-host? Got any other sage words of wisdom? Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's see here. Well, I am not seeing my messages being returned, so I'm just going to break into this one then. Let's see here. Don't care about the diet dog. I don't care about Brad. You and Brad can take a headfirst dive into an empty pool. Let's see here. I probably should bring up another thing as well. Hey, Terry.
Hello. How's it going?
No, not too bad.
I finished eating, so...
All's well and good then.
Yes.
Let's see here. Let's see here. I should bring up, because this one is going to be... do you happen to have any care about Moon Knight, which is up and coming?
No, I don't even know what it is.
Okay. Well, and the simplest way to put it, I guess, is what you can go with. And I know it kind of irks a couple people when to say it like this. It's essentially it's Marvel's Batman.
Okay.
Only he is, pun intended, batshit insane.
Yeah, I don't care. If you've got spoilers, then I will not mind. I don't know about the people in chat, but...
I don't know if there are any spoilers. I don't think it's even been released yet.
Oh, okay.
I know it's coming up. Like I had in the first article, the guy who played Midnight Man is dead. And he's going to be... I think he was supposed to be Moon Knight's sidekick when the whole superhero shit began.
Okay.
But then some things happened, and he ended up dying. So I'm wondering if that's how they're going to play it, but I'm not sure. But I'll bring up that when I'm done with the article. Because let's see here.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if one of the main actors died, they're going to have to find someone to replace him.
Let's see here. Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight accent is addressed by the actor and head writer.
Who cares about his accent?
It's fake and British.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. The arrival of the Moon Knight trailer sent the Marvel fandom into a frenzy. But one thing stuck out amongst sharp-eared viewers as they heard Oscar Isaac's take on the British accent. The accent already divided the fandom as they debated whether or not it was good.
Okay.
No, it's... I mean, I can tell it's fake. It's very... what's his name? Dick Van Dyke. Not
Okay.
not Cockney, but like clearly. Just because I think it's probably because I've heard him talk before, so it's really, he's not British.
Yeah. He doesn't go full, hello, governor.
Yeah. Chimmy chim chiroo. Like, no, he's not. Got me like me chimney sweep, I do. Hey, Talek. Let's see. The Wild Moon Knight accent. God damn it. The Wild Moon Knight accent in the trailer garnered a mixed reactions on the internet. Gasp. Including surprised at disappointment, just okay. Oh, you mean the full spectrum of reactions? Oscar Isaac finally addressed his divisive British accent with Empire via comic book movie. As polarizing as Stephen Grant's voice is, Isaac revealed his take on the Marvel character was on purpose. So Isaac was intentional in making Grant sound the way he does, given that Stephen Grant...
It's a deliberately bad British accent.
Apparently. I'm kind of wondering because the character he's playing... from my understanding, because I'm not super well versed in Moon Knight's history, but he was my first foray into the comic book realm. I do have quite a few of the series of the current series. Stephen Grant is one of his 3 personalities that he has.
Oh, okay.
And he has Mark Spector. I can't remember his name, but Stephen Grant, and I think Jeff Lockley. I think it's something like that.
Okay, so if that's one of 3 personalities, it makes sense that it's a bad English accent because it's one crazy guy.
Yeah,
changing his voice.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
Let's see if I can find the actual name. Jake. I think it's Jake Lockley.
Okay. Most of my knowledge of like
Lockley.
Obscure Marvel characters comes from the board game Legendary, which is like doesn't tell you anything about the characters except their name and what they look like. So I've heard Moon Knight as a character. I don't know anything about them other than there is a Moon Knight, and apparently it's got 3 personalities.
Will you stop bitching? Anyway, let's see here. It says here that there's 4, but it really doesn't tell you who the 4th one is. So I'm
okay.
All right, who's the 4th one? Moon Knight himself isn't really a personality. That's the hero himself. But let's see here. So Isaac was intentional in making Grant sound the way he does, given that Stephen Grant is one of Moon Knight personalities. It seems that the scenes from A Marriage Star wanted to differentiate the mild-mannered Grant from the savage Mark Spector. I don't know.
That makes sense.
But he, I don't know, he's a wealthy business... Like, Stephen Grant is supposed to be a wealthy businessman. So I don't see mild-mannered in there, maybe. Like, but like I said, I don't know a lot about the...
No, I know nothing about it. Every time it's mentioned, I make the joke that it sounds like he flashes his ass a lot.
Yeah.
And
it goes with... let's see here. He evidently wanted to take the personalities to have their space. Despite not knowing much about the character before taking the role, Legasp. Oscar Isaac wasn't the only one who defended the accent. Moon Knight head writers Jeremy Slater jumped into the conversation saying, so it was a creative decision on Isaac's part. He wanted to take the character's disorder to another level. At least Slater was willing to hear the Moon Knight star out. Some showrunners already have their vision and would want the talent to stick with the character on the page. But Slater was more about collaborating to bring Stephen Grant and Mark Spector to life. So at least he's going to be doing two of the personalities.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah.
If the character's meant to be insane and he's portraying that, I've got no problem with it.
Hey, Sean. Let's see here. The accent didn't deter fans from going crazy about the Moon Knight Super Bowl commercial. Viewers got their best look at the Marvel superhero as they got to see Mark Spector in his element. More Ethan Hawke as manipulative Arthur Darrow, and the introduction of the moon god Khonshu, who is going to be played by F. Murray Abraham. That's my ad. But I did find out that F. Murray Abraham's going to be playing the Egyptian god. So
that's a name that's familiar, but I don't know who it is. Like, I'm sure if I saw them, I'd recognize them, but
have you seen National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1?
Not for decades.
Okay. Do you remember the scene where they go to the Hannibal Lecter-esque place?
No, but I just looked him up on Google, and okay, yeah, I know who this is.
Okay. Yeah, he's another one that's like, you know who he is, but you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
And it's like,
no,
that guy.
Him, like, oh yeah, this guy.
But yeah, he plays the guy who deduces everything, and he's just like, he's describes Samuel L. Jackson's character to a T. He's like, how'd you know that? He's like, I saw the picture in your wallet. Let's see here. And I'm really glad that they didn't make it, because they didn't really announce who was going to be playing who. They kind of kept this one quiet. I was really hoping that Ethan Hawke wasn't going to be playing Bushman, who is essentially his big bad.
It's I just looked it up, and apparently the F doesn't even stand for anything. Like, his name is Murray Abraham, and so he just added the F because his father was Farid. So he's like, as a tribute to his father, he just put an F at the beginning of his stage name.
Oh, so is he?
So his name is just Murray Abraham.
Huh. All right. Let's see here. I seen in the trailer Moon Knight comes off as a vigilante. You don't say. Don't most superheroes come off as like vigilantes? Like,
didn't Batman work with the police department?
Well, yeah, but they also wanted to arrest him.
I mean, I'm mostly thinking of like the Adam West stuff, where he seemed to be pretty friendly with the police.
Well, I was going with the animated series. Maybe it's just depends on the iteration.
I'd say it does, because when I think Batman, I mostly think of Adam West, because that's like, I watched that all the time as a kid, and from memory, Batman and Robin were pretty good friends with the police. Like, I don't remember them being at odds.
I'm going to have to come to this story because I want to see if they even bitch about it, because he's from El Paso. So I guess we'll see.
I think I only watched the Batman movies up until Batman and Robin, I think, is the one, the fourth one. And then I kind of just lost interest.
Let's see. Yeah, Batman Begins was good.
I tried watching it, but Christian Bale's growly voice put me off. I was like, no, fuck this, I'm not watching it.
Oh, the Dark Knight would really turn you off from that. Then, like,
no, that growly voice is just wrong. I know Batman's supposed to sound different to Bruce Wayne, but he doesn't have to sound retarded.
It's like the how it should have ended. He's like, "Are you garbling marbles?" I can barely. There's no time. There's no time.
No, I thought what's his face?
This just says it's coming out.
Keaton. Michael Keaton did a good job. I didn't mind him as Batman, but George Clooney was not so much.
There's not very many people who can play both characters really well.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's safe to say that Michael Keaton did it better because he was the first one. Like, he kind of set how it was supposed to come out.
I think so. Yeah, and I think Adam West was like not good, but enjoyably bad.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't really be looking to Adam West for like inspiration unless you're going for that sort of campy, goofy feel.
And I think that's pretty much what they were. And I can't say without, being a part of it, but I thought that that's what they were aiming for was just the campy.
In the Joel Schumacher movies, absolutely. The Batman and Robin and the Batman Forever.
Yeah.
Those were definitely trying to recapture the spirit of the Adam West days.
Yeah.
The Tim Burton ones were very much not. Those are a lot darker than the 60s episodes.
I'm just trying to show people my art. It's like, no. No, that's good. You just go over there.
Yeah, so what were the ones after? So there was Batman Begins, there's
The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
And then The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
So I did see The Dark Knight, the one with Heath Ledger. And the growling voice really pissed me off. But I think Heath Ledger saved it. I think the only reason I could tolerate that movie was because Heath Ledger's Joker was fun to watch.
Yeah.
But Christian Bale should never play Batman ever again.
Yeah, it wasn't. I was gonna say, his voice wasn't terrible in Batman Begins, but in The Dark Knight, oh yeah, it was, oof.
Yeah,
that was terrible.
It really put me off, and I tried watching Batman Begins, and it didn't have a character like the Joker that was worth sitting through it for. So I was just like, I watched it for about 15 minutes, like, fuck this, I don't care, I don't want to watch this. I didn't even try and watch The Dark Knight Rises.
It was good, but, and there lies that one. Bane always gets played the short straw, and it's really disappointing. Because he's a smart guy. Like, he knows. He's the one that broke the bat.
I've heard that he broke his spine or something like that.
Yeah, Yeah, he sent all of the essentially the rogues gallery out, and had because he found out who Batman was in real life. Sent all these all the bads to commit all these crimes throughout Gotham, and then finally when he was beaten and tired and exhausted, got back to the manor, and Bane was waiting for him. He just beat the shit out of him and broke him. Like,
okay.
So yeah, it's and they just treat him like a meathead, in the movies, especially the I think it's the George Clooney one.
Well, I think Hollywood sort of style rules say that if you're like the big muscular sort of guy, you have to be an idiot. Like those two concepts are too closely intermingled.
Yeah.
You can't have the body of Bane and the brain of like an intelligent person. If you've got that sort of muscle bound look to you, you have to be an idiot. That's just the rules.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. That's really no way to hold it, because, granted, there are quite a few people who are, big brain, big body, small brain, and then there are a few people who are, bodybuilders who are, super intelligent people.
Yeah, was it Dolph Lundgren was like the rocket scientist or something?
Yeah.
Crazy? I don't know what exactly it was about him, but there was something like he was crazy smart.
Let's see here. Of course can't. Let's see here. Education. Royal Institute of Technology. Bachelor's degree in science. Let's see. A master's degree in chemical engineering from the University of Sydney. And a chemical engineering from the KTH Royal Institute of Technology in Sweden.
Okay, so he's a chemical engineer. Nice.
So he's got 2 degrees in chemical engineering. And he's a 4th degree black belt in Kyokushin karate.
Cool.
And he became a bodyguard for Grace Jones. And then got an MIT scholarship when he moved to Boston.
And yeah, Camel was guessing a master's degree in chemistry. So yeah, he was close. He had right field, just sort of not specific enough. And apparently there were too many Brits in Dark Knight Rises. So I'm guessing Michael Caine was one of them.
Yes.
Because I know he was in those movies. I don't know who the rest would be then.
Let's see here. Yeah, and then he was in A View to a Kill, where he played a henchman. And I am not really all that interested in seeing the new Batman.
So Camel says Gary Oldman, Christian Bale, and Tom Hardy were also in the movie.
I think they were the Brits in the movie.
Yeah, that's what he means.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm just glad that Gary Oldman is living up to his surname. He's getting pretty old.
Yes, he is. And
can you imagine? For most of his life, that was like completely inaccurate, and now finally he gets to live his name.
Well, about what age would they be able to say, he's an old guy?
Well, hang on. How old is Gary Oldman at the moment? He's not like ancient. He's just mid-60s. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe 2 more years and then he's old. I think 65 is like a good cutoff for retirement age. Makes you old.
Okay, this threw me off because I brought up and I'm like, why is it saying that like this guy's not Batman? Like what the hell? And it's the video game for the Dark Knight Rises that I brought up, and I'm like, I don't recognize any of these people.
So, Gary Oldman is 2 years away from being his surname.
Well, Sean Schemmel, I recognize kind of.
Yeah, Game Limey's colonizing our comic book characters.
That's an old Colbert joke.
What's that?
That's an old Colbert joke.
No, is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Back when I think it was when Man of Steel came out.
Okay.
He had Henry Cavill on. He's just like, all right. So, why are you British and why are you taking over our heroes?
And I always find it funny that Gary Newman is older than Gary Oldman. It's only by like a couple of weeks, but still.
Yeah. But what's the cutoff date for old?
I'm going to say 65. So Gary Oldman is actually 2 years off from it.
Okay.
So in 2 years' time, we'll have to revisit this topic, and then I will have been accurate to say he lives up to his surname.
We can verify whether or not he is actually old.
Yes. Someone put this on Twitter. Epstein sold and raped children and never lost access to his banks. You know who did? Truck drivers and the My Pillow guy. That's who. Fair point.
And your little dog too. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I'm going to protect you from COVID if I have to kill every last one of you.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I've got to share that with the world.
Oh, man.
And Camel says pensioner, so I think he's agreeing with me that 65 is... I mean, I'm assuming that's what it is in the States.
Medicare age.
What's that?
Medicare age.
Okay. Because, down here, it's 65 is when you can retire. I think they're talking about extending it so that you have to work until you're like 67, 68. I think it depends on when you were born. If you're like 64, then they're not going to make you work the extra years. But if you're like my age, then you would have to.
Yeah. All right. I think I will go over this one article just to kill a bit more time because I'm really only here to like try to read.
Practice reading.
I think I can just blame Camel because he puts the pressure on me, and it makes me feel scared.
But I was reading the reviews of that What the Dub game.
Yeah.
And they were talking about another game called Use Your Words, which some people liked better. So I don't know if you want to.
Looking to liven up your part.
And it started playing the trailer.
Of course it did.
To do that. But Use Your Words is apparently similar to Jackbox as well, if that's something that you want to look into. It looks like it's got more games to it than just the dubbing one.
Yeah. No, this one, it's not bad. I can definitely see, it's essentially the you can set up to I think as few as 3 rounds and as many as 10.
10 would be too much.
And just imagine it's the first round of Quiplash.
Yeah, that seems
seems
to be what it was.
Yeah, that's pretty much the entire thing, and it goes by pretty quickly, actually, because it doesn't just be like it'll play the clip, and then it'll cut the audio for what they want you to add.
Yeah,
and either it's at the end of the clip or there'll be something between there, like they'll cut out the audio and then it'll bring up the thing back, the sound again, and and then it'll give you time to put in your dub.
Yeah.
And then it just goes straight into playing it. It doesn't it doesn't dance around. It's like you put your answers in, let's get on with this. Like we got it in, we're out now. Like
it's got a speech to text thing, doesn't it? So it actually reads out what you've written.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. I would definitely play it. Like if you decided to do a game of it, I'd join. But it does sound like it's not as good as Jackbox.
It would be like if we were going to do a Jackbox night again, which in the future we may. It would definitely be one of the games you could play, but you couldn't fill a stream with this.
No,
it would be boring as hell. Yeah.
It sounds like basically it would be fun the first few times, but then you'd need to stop.
Yeah. Like it's essentially its own running joke. If you put the joke out there too much, it just is like, okay, let's move on.
Yeah. Like that's why I was saying like 10 rounds sounds like way too long. I think 3, the minimum is like you put it on 3 and then maybe you play it twice.
You know damn well I'm putting that evil on you, Camel. But let's see here. I'll just read this article real quick, and then I'm just gonna call it we can see about throwing something together tonight. We should be able to get everyone together.
Cool.
At least.
And
for a few rounds.
Yeah. The other thing would be that Goose Duck game, if we ever get a chance to, but that requires a lot more people.
Yeah,
it's harder to get that number of people together. But
that would definitely be through a voice through Steam, through Discord type.
Yeah,
especially. I think it's like 12 people as a max.
That's
but I don't even think we even need that many people.
Yeah, but you don't need the maximum number of players. You just need enough. The problem is with that style of game, like you could theoretically have like a 4-player game, but it would be stupid.
Yeah, that's like when we were playing with just the four of us yesterday. It like I could see where a lot of our jokes would just land perfectly.
Yeah.
I just couldn't tell them because, well, my wife doesn't have really the dark sense of humor like I do. And I was with my kids, and they're a little too young for those kind of jokes. So I'm just like, as we're playing the rounds, I'm just like, fuck, I wish I could do this. Like,
it's like they say, dark humor is like food. Not everybody gets it.
Like, there were a couple of rape jokes I could have landed perfectly, and there's actually a couple of jokes that my son told my youngest, that because you can do sound with the with your answer. So there was one where this lady walks up to this guy who's leaning out of his car, and she goes, "Oh, Joe, what's going on now?" And he goes, I think his joke was something along the lines of nothing. I murdered your mom, and now it's your turn. And then you can hear the shotgun racking. And he just left it at that. I'm like, God, you definitely my kid. But yeah,
I don't know how anyone could not enjoy dark humor. It's like the best kind.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not even like, it doesn't mean that he's going to, like, he's just because he jokes about it doesn't mean he's going to do it.
No, of course not. I mean, how many atrocities has Jimmy Carr committed?
Yeah,
he cheated on his taxes. That's it. That's the worst thing he's ever done.
Well, and he didn't even really cheat on his taxes. He did what other people have done.
Okay, because I didn't know the story. I've just heard that everyone calls him a tax cheat. But
well, I mean, technically, I guess you could say he did, but he used I think from what I understand, and I'd have to do some research to know like what truly happened, but last I read, he used a write-off that was meant for like businesses rather than for personal
individuals. Yeah.
And he went that way instead of like.
That doesn't sound that bad. I mean,
it's probably stuff that like more rich and powerful people have done, and you don't hear shit about them. So, yeah, I can see it being, yeah.
But yeah, the point is he didn't go out killing gypsies because he made that joke.
Yeah.
I guarantee he doesn't even think it's a good idea to kill gypsies. I think he's quite anti-gypsy murder.
Yeah. It's not like he sees a gypsy running away, he just sticks his leg out.
It's like, for all the times I've used words that YouTube finds indelicate, shall we say. I don't actually harbour any ill will towards black people or Jews or gay people or any of the stuff I've joked about on Quippers in the Corner. I don't actually have like that much interest in your skin colour or sexuality. It's just,
the amount of care that I have is only outweighed by the amount of outrage that you show.
I mean, I don't care about your race basically at all, and I don't care about your sexuality unless you're looking to incorporate me into your love life. Then it becomes relevant and something I have to pay attention to. But I mean, I don't care if Johnny Hellcat is secretly gay and that your so-called wife is actually a beard. Like, That would not change my life in any manner. I would not care.
Exactly. Like, and that's like with most of the stuff that they put out. Like, I don't care if these things are gay. I don't care if these things are, you know,
Yeah.
black, non-binary, dragonkin, you know, asexuals. Like, I don't care.
No.
But when that's the only trait that it has, it's
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
Well, the way I see it, if like there's Ghostbusters, if the female Ghostbusters had been like, "Hey, we made this awesome Ghostbusters movie," and then people went and saw it, cool. But they're saying, "We made this Ghostbusters movie that only has girls in it." Okay, now I've lost interest because you're saying it's all female as the only selling point, which is not something I see as a selling point. So you're suggesting to me that it has nothing else going for it.
Yeah, and especially when, and I felt this way with Ghostbusters and with back in the, I think it was the 2018 or 2016 election. If
Hillary.
If Hillary just shut the fuck up, she probably would have just Trump would have lost it on his own. She needed absolutely no help.
She self-sabotaged to an astonishing degree. Calling half the country deplorable is not going to get them to vote for you.
Yeah.
It's but with Hillary is like her slogan was "I'm with her," as in like she has a vagina, therefore you must give her your vote. Yeah. Like no, that's not a selling point. It'd be the same as if Trump had gone around saying, "Look, I have a penis. She doesn't. I mean, I think it's obvious where you have to vote." Like, if that had been his campaign, no one would have voted for him either.
Yeah, if there was a sandwich joke in there, no way that would have happened. The only place Hillary belongs is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Making me a sandwich.
He smartly didn't make fun of her just for being a woman, so she looked like an idiot saying, "Well, I'm a girl, so you have to vote for me." Like,
now there was, I think it was the Christmas before election year. I spent, and that was when everyone was putting out the videos about the wage gap and shit like that, and all the debunking videos. It's like, so I've got all the receipts for everything that I'm gonna say, because my family, they were talking about, well, if Hillary does this, then she'll do this, and I'm just like, well, congratulate her now because it's already there. And like talking about the wage gap, and I'm like, oh well, congratulations, it's already been established. And my entire family just like, I have 7 people just up in arms about about me saying that there's no wage gap. And
there isn't one.
And yeah, it was absolutely hilarious because I am just fighting people left and right. Well, that's not what that means. It's like, are you sure? Because this is what's going on here. Like, so yeah, it was. I'm not talking politics with you. It's like,
yeah. As soon as they say
then
that,
why did you even bring it up to begin with? I'm not even the one that even started it. As soon as someone mentioned wage gap, like my ears just perked up.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's. All these years of watching YouTube videos will not be in vain.
You want to go nuts? Let's get nuts.
Oh yeah, but I need to go get dinner started.
Alrighty.
We have killed enough time. The F. Murray Abraham article will just have to wait.
All good. Just quickly, Sean DW175 says, I wouldn't want Killary in the kitchen. I'm not sad and I like my food, which I thought was good.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Not wrong there at all. But yeah, I'm going to call it. Thanks for jumping in here, Terry.
No worries.
Thanks for everyone in
I'll
chat.
see you later, everyone in chat.
And I do plan on doing a stream a bit later if I can get the people for it. I suppose I could reach out
with
Minions chat too to see if anyone there would want
to. With the dubbing game, I mean, you'd only really need like 4, because I think it only goes up to 6, if I remember correctly, from the Steam page. So you wouldn't even need that many to show up.
Well, I was just thinking with the we could do a couple of rounds of the dub game and then just break into Goose Duck.
Box. Oh yeah, that works better.
Because I mean that way we have. We'll go with that.
Yeah, it sounds good. I will be around all day, so you've got a definite one for your game.
It's a game called What the Dub and Goose Duck.
Yes.
There's 2 of them, so. But yeah, we'll see what we can get, or if people are just in the mood, we'll just break into Jackbox or whatever.
Yeah, no worries.
And I apologize, Vincent, but we are going to be ending soon. So hello, and
hello and goodbye, Vincent.
And but yeah, thanks for everyone for showing up, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.